Hello, it's Patmos, and nice of you to join me as we are going to continue our adventures in Ostriv with the little town that we started last time. We went straight up to 71 people, but we still have a lot of work to do to make this look nice. But I bet we can do it, so let's try it out. And let's see, because I'm still working a little bit with all the settings. And everything is fine. Alright, so hello to Kevin, hello to Roadhog. Nice of you guys to be here. I hope all is well with you guys, and I hope you can all see me and hear me now straight away, because last time we wasted 20 minutes while I was playing the game and I had no clue that you guys couldn't see me. So I really hope you can now, and that this is working properly. And of course, very curious to hear how you guys are doing. I hope everything is fine and all right. And of course, I hope Kevin had a great weekend, and I want to hear all about it. Ooh, we finished this farm field. Now that's really nice. Let's connect it to this farm and let's set it up. We started with some flax here, so I guess we should continue that. Just to get a little bit more flax and other stuff. Very good. Let's activate it. I don't think they can sow it. No, because sowing season is over. All right, very good. Very nice. You can see... well, you can't see me, I hope, because then something would be wrong, because I don't even have a webcam, so it would be very special if you could see me. But I guess you can see the game, you can hear me, so that's great. That's precisely what I wanted, so I'm really happy with that. Oh, we still had to wait for chickens. Alright, well, we'll do that later. And, well, here we have our little town that we started last time. Let's take a look at some of the new features. There are now corner houses that we can add. So basically, we can take a look at it without placing it. We can just place a corner house now, which we can make to make a nice square. So I'm really looking forward to starting to use this. So that should be fun. We have a messenger from Balaklia, but unfortunately they don't sell any chickens. They do sell some iron, so let's get that in. And then we'll see what we'll use later on. Look outside your window. Well, the blinds are closed with the window in my little office, so nobody can watch inside. But, interesting. Tried watching on the train Friday, but our train Wi-Fi isn't as good as an iceberg as a fire guard. Well, I guess that didn't work out then. But I hope you had a great weekend, with all the special moments in it. And of course, I hope all is well with you guys. Here, all is good. Just going to take our time to try and make this a lovely, beautiful town. Ah, let's see, because this one is ready, but we don't have any wheat right now. But we did get a lot of flour. Should we set this number up higher? No, not yet. This is fine for now. Alright, we're building a house, then another bridge, then we can get to the orchard, and we could start maybe some farming in this area. So let's see. Yep, little one's fast asleep right now. Back to school this week, of course, and today she had swimming class, so yeah, she's tired every day now, but that's good. And wifey's at work. Yeah, she should be at work right now, so she won't be watching us. She'll be done in an hour, then she has an hour drive home. So once the stream ends, she should almost be home. I'm very happy today because I got my ergonomic chair today. I'm one that's known for back problems and other little issues in my body. So I had to get a very good chair so that I can sit more time behind my computer without getting all these little pains. And I can feel this helping already. So I'm very happy with my new chair. But let us know how you are doing, Kevin, because you have avoided answering that question still. And we also want to know how you are doing. Alright, we don't have enough charcoal, but we're burning charcoal. Ah, the burning is complete. We have a new stockpile filling, then the next one should come up, so that should be fine. Let's tell them that the carter and the wagon can also fill up these. That might help a little bit. And maybe we should get a few extra carts to help get things around town. And maybe we should place another cart parking close to the farm. Because that's where they'll need the carts anyway to transport all the goods. Would be really nice if we could place it next to the farm, but I think that's occupied. Yes, that's filled up. Interesting. We can place one right here if we want to. Let's try that. At least we'll have extra carts in this area then. Let's speed that up because that's a pretty easy construction. How many nails do we need for this? 220. How many do we have? 375. Okay, that's good. No problems with the nails. We finished another village house. There's no people getting married. In this house they got married, so we should get a new family in, which should raise our population, which is what we want, of course. That's always good news if we get more pops. And we're getting closer and closer to building all the industries that we need for clothing. That also means that we need to start thinking about more housing again. This is going to be one big village house. Now this is some sort of a street, so maybe we should build another row of houses there. But keep them a bit small, so that we can make a front and a back row. That would be nice, I guess. Let's try and set it up like this. I think we should not make these too big. We can give them something of a front yard, but not too much. So that we can still put a house here too and have them walk here. This doesn't look really straight. I guess this looks a bit better. Yeah, this should be okay. Alright, there's another house. Let's go straight the other side now, so we can see whether it fits in exactly or not. I hope it does. It's still hard sometimes to really see whether things are straight now or not. I wish we could just call up a grid and then, I don't know. We'll see. It was okay. I've been given advice on life from my 6-year-old goddaughter. Like, never marry a man who doesn't like rainbows. Oh, that's very smart advice. I would take that to heart. Always try and use the wisdom of a kid. They're usually smarter than us grown-ups. And this sounds like really good advice, so why not take that to heart? Very good. Ah, so you really like that keyboard, huh? Oh, that's good to hear. And hopefully it helps you in your search for your perfect keyboard. Well, you already ordered the parts and stuff, I believe, so should be interesting. Alright, we can't build it right here. Why not? Place is occupied with what? Ah, we misplaced it. Alright, there we go. Another 4 houses. This area is slowly starting to take shape. We'll get a road here. We'll get a road here into this area, so that should be nice. The extra bridge is being built, so we should be able to get across to this little patch of land too now. Oh, I thought the keyboard that you've shown me, that you ordered parts for that or ordered that keyboard. Ah, alright, so I misunderstood. My mistake. But nice, and now you have a good keyboard. At least you know what you like, and then you can try and find that cheaper. Which should probably be a good thing to do. Since a €600 keyboard is quite expensive, you can buy a complete laptop for it. How's the choir thing going? Well, it's going okay. Yesterday evening, I had to film at the premiere of a special song dedicated to the celebration of our town being a real town for 750 years. It's been around way longer, but we got city rights 750 years ago. And the choir made a special song, and the mayor was there and people and stuff, and I had to make nice recordings there. And I'm going to spend some time this weekend to see if I can put some stuff together and make a first draft of a little promotional movie for the choir. So that should be interesting. All goes well, I'll be quite done after this, except for their critique that I have to still put in then, of course. But then I don't have to do any more filming, but we'll see. I hope the quality will all be good, and then things should be fine. So yeah, looking forward to it. Alright, plenty of buckwheat, we still have potatoes, we have flour, so we are selling enough types of food for everybody to be happy with. In 2 years we'll have some apricots, which will also be very nice. The bridge is coming to a close. Come on, finish the bridge. So then we can move on to the cart shed and the other orchard. And then get into the clothing business. Very nice. But yeah, that's going well. So I wonder when the movie will be done. Let's see. Nope, still no pigs. I guess if I don't know what they fully intend to do with it, but there's a good chance they might put it up on YouTube once it is done. Yeah, I'm not sure I want more jobs out of that, so I'm still thinking about that. I'm not so sure I want that, because it is a lot of work. But yeah, I wasn't mingling with the VIPs. I was standing in the corner with the coffee ladies, which is always a lot more fun than talking with all the people who think they are important. So that's what I did. But maybe if it gets on YouTube, I can post a link in the Discord and then you guys can see it. So we'll see. Depends on what they want with it and if they make it public or not. If they do, then I can share it too. Ah, the bridge is done, so we can now get across to this little area of town, which could be good for farming, plenty of space there. But for now, we'll just leave it at this. I think it's time to maybe start stacking up on some hay in a little hay barracks. Just in case we get some cows or something like that. So we should be setting up a little area maybe for that. Maybe we should even start thinking about cows. We could go in this area. Well, let me think about it, because we still have quite a long building queue, so maybe we should await that a little bit. We need a lot of people now for the harvest. Luckily they managed to hire one. Oh, she's gone already. But they're bringing in the harvest, so that's good. This one should be harvesting too. Ah, cart shed's done. Let's get extra carts. They can be really using that during the harvest, so this should be a good time to get those extra carts to transport the harvest around. Ah, they're bringing in a field of buckwheat. Hopefully very good amounts. A wheat field. Yeah, these were too late to be started sowing, but that's okay. Going to construct the orchard now. Which should go quite fast, so that's good. Steven Spielberg. I'm not going to compare myself with Steven Spielberg. No, I've had fun creating this, and I still have fun creating this little video. But it's a lot of work, and to make this commercially viable, I should work way faster and more efficient and things like that. But that's not what I like. I like to interact with the people and spend the whole evening with them, even though I just take like an hour to really shoot some film. So yeah, I'll just be maybe doing some of those little projects for fun, but won't be the new Spielberg. I guess if I get to become the new Spielberg, I also have to give up this, and I'm not going to give up this because I like this too much, so that ain't gonna happen. Alright, 3 ladies hired. So yeah, I think we should be fine with the harvest before the winters comes. Hello, Seawolf! Nice to see you here. Especially from Ukraine. I hope where you are, it's safe. How are you doing? They're creating a cart. We have a smithy up and running. Plenty of nails. Guess we can get 2 ladies out of here now so that they can help on the farm. A few extra hands won't hurt. This all looks good. Looking forward to all the home produce that we get and that we can buy. This should give nice yields too. Ah, the orchard is done. Guess we can put 2 ladies, or at least 2 now in there. So that they can start to plant the trees, and then after that we'll put in 1. Let's select the trees. Let's go for apricots, so we all get a lot of apricots. Ah, they built the well too. That they did fast. Oh yeah, God bless Ukraine and every country that fights for its own freedom. We should all support that. Although it just should not be necessary to do that, but unfortunately it is. Right, let's make this street look a bit nicer with a few trees. Right here we'll put them in the middle, and the other street we have put them in the edges, so we'll have to make slight differences, I guess. Well, there's some nice shade in this little lane here, so that's cool. Ah, well, glad you're here again, Kevin. We missed you too. Luckily the band's back together. Let's make some music now. Alright, let's get a house done and then the tanner. But we don't have any animals yet to tan, so that's really not that important. Let's get the weaver and the tailor, because we do get hemp and flax, so we could be creating some clothing. Hi, Lyreza. Lyreza, do I pronounce it right? I have no clue. I hope I do, otherwise please correct me, Lyreza. Nice of you to join us here. Great to see you. Thanks for the nice heart icon. How are you today? So where in Ukraine are you, Seawolf? Build at least 1 school for children in Ostriv. Ostriv is a Ukrainian rule and translate into English as island. Ah, I will build a school. I will build a school. Ah, I pronounced it right. Yeah, proud of myself. Lyreza. I'll try to keep that in mind and remember it. Ah, yeah, this is the best Ostriv jet. That's true, that's true. In the center of Ukraine. Yeah, I looked it up once. I've looked it up once. Alright, we'll have to find a good location for the school. We did build a town hall here because we want to get row houses and stuff around it. I guess we're going to end up with a few schools in this little town. But we could start off with one now. Maybe we should build the school opposite to the granary. Let's see. Education. We need to give it a nice area around it too, I think. So let's just start by placing the school. And then we can start to make it look nice. Now, I guess a school needs a nice big arch with that little thing on it, because then everybody knows it's a school. All right, the road's there. So let's build the arch right here. We need to keep the children in, of course, so they need the fence. Let's build a big fence around it. I think that'll be nice. And then we can make a nice big playground. This really still is the time that I really feel like there should be some playground items in this game, so that we can add those to the little town here. Alright, we need to get rid of these two because these are a bit too long. We need to make it slightly shorter. Let's try it now. Everything has to be a little bit more in proportion. Yeah, this is better. Right, let's get rid of this little fence. Let's now finish it. I'll read the chat soon again. Alright, there, that's better. That's better. Now it's more in the middle. Yeah, good evening. How are you, Larissa? Hope all is well. Where are you from? Interested to say that all the towns in this game, like Merev and others, are in the Kharkiv region in the east of Ukraine. Yeah, I've looked it up, that all those towns are actually existing towns, which is really special. But, well, as we've pointed out during all the streams basically within this game, how amazing this game is, and what a nice game it is, how well created it is, and how well the developer is doing. So, we like this a lot. Alright, we need some pretty big trees there. We need benches for all the parents that come pick up their kids, but have to wait a bit. So we'll do something like this. Let's put a few bushes around so that the kids can concentrate. Oh, we can already see parents coming in. We should give them some nice apple trees so that they can eat an apple when they want to. And now this should be our little school area. There's still no playground stuff in there, so I guess we should get a bell post so that they can ring the bell when the school is starting. And we should also get a little birdhouse so they can be educated about birds. We'll place 2 birdhouses right next to the bushes. Hey Björn, how nice of you to join. Just stopping by to wish you all a pleasant stream. Ah, that's sweet. And to say that I was happy to read the news that you're especially focusing on the city builders now. Ah, well, that's good to know that you like that. I like that too. So happy to see that. And thanks, of course, so much, Björn, for the long time support. It's really appreciated. You were the best. Thanks so much. Yeah, you'll be seeing a lot more city builders. Or maybe not a lot more, because there's not a lot of good of them coming out right now. But you will see a lot more city building, I should say, in the streams. And we now have a weaver. Let's start putting people in there. They can use hemp and flax. That's fine. Let's just start creating some cloth. And then we can start to create some clothing. That will be perfect. How are you, Björn? I hope you have time for a little talk. You enjoyed the farming when you was young, got a program, education and design. Fine game to shoot a Ukrainian village. Yeah, well, I really admire the amount of detail he puts in, and I read somewhere that all of this is kind of historically accurate for the time, and then I did some research myself, and I have to say he did a very good job making this look like real authentic Ukrainian buildings in the 18th century. So he did an amazing job with this game. This is so cool. And indeed, you have a beautiful country, which should live in peace soon, I hope. And it's lovely to meet everybody here over such a lovely game. And have nice talks about it. Let's see, how's the harvest coming along? Well, this farm's almost done, just bringing in the last goods. This farm still has some to do. We still have 1.5 months before the snow comes. Hopefully that is enough. We can now see that the tailor is ready too, but I'm going to get the workers out of here. Because I want them to help out on the farm first. And then later on we can finish and start producing some clothing. Another messenger from Balaklia. They keep coming in from the same town, which is not very helpful because that means that we still can't get chickens. Unfortunately, that doesn't go so fast, but we'll see. Alright, let's go here. Let's put in some goods. We need to put in the flax and the hemp for the clothing. Let's say 2,500 each. We'll do that later on. Of course, we're not going to put a worker in yet. We want them to be working on the farms, but at least this is a start. And we have our first warehouse. Very good. We're going to build more soon. We don't really need the tannery yet, and we don't need the shoemaker because we don't have any leather yet. So let's get to the housing and the primary school. That should be nice. Well, thanks so much, Björn. It's really appreciated. Wish you all the best. Hope to see you soon again. Hopefully we can have a little talk then. That would be amazing. Well, these ladies are not doing anything anyway, so let's get out of there. Help out on the farm. Come on, hire a few people. Let's get harvesting. Ah, they brought in all the home produce. Let's see. Yeah, they bought some stuff. Some honey. Hopefully soon we can get some carrots and things like that. Yeah, they have carrots here, so we should be able to buy some and spread them around town. Platform is done for the water here, for the tannery, so that's good as soon as it gets up. Now going to build the chapel near our little graveyard in this little area. Well, they're building it fast, so they really want to go to the chapel. There they go. Getting close to 100 people anyway, and past 100 we do need the chapel, so this is good. Alright, well, let's get a few extra houses so we can get a few extra people in. They're still able to hire, which is good. Alright. It's already nice and cozy today in the chat. Very cool. Nice people visiting. We still have some warm clothing to sell. That's nice. And all the trees are planted, so let's get one person out. We'll just keep one in for now. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. Well, we're just really happy to hear that you are in a safe place, so that's good. Let's just hope it all ends soon and peace can come back. Ah, interesting, Roadhog. That's good to know. I don't know where it came from. I've read in the not this update, but the update before, which was like 3 weeks ago, I guess, that they had made some changes to the late game to improve performance. Maybe something was up with that. I'm not 100% sure. Let me check something real fast. Because I believe another update came out. I see. You don't see it straight away. But, well, they keep adding stuff fairly quickly. Oh, we'll see. I just hope it keeps working now. Yeah, well, I just wish we didn't have to support Ukraine in this way, because there should just be peace. But, well, I'm glad to see and hear that you're hopeful. And, we all hope the best. Alright, it's November. Is the harvest in? Almost done. Very good, very good. Lots of potatoes, buckwheat. We just need more people in. Quite a few more, actually, to get all the jobs done. Luckily, we have plenty of food. We still have 7,000 buckwheat and 3,000 potatoes, so that should not be an issue. It's just getting more hands. So let's continue with the development of more housing, because that is a tedious task. So let's get going with it. Let's give these a reasonably sized garden. Something like this. Yeah, this is okay. Let's go ahead with another one. I'm going to try and get all these zigzaggy roads in this town. So we'll add another house to this, so that in the end the roads will get some sort of a zigzag in them, and there won't be a lot of long straight roads. Just because it looks nice this way, we'll do another one. Let's do 4 in a row this time. Hopefully that should be making the layout of the town quite interesting. Alright, 4 houses in a row, so the road goes this way, then this way, this road goes this way. There is some room here. We get, of course, the school here. We have that, so we should think about what to place right here. Maybe there can go a tavern. Although maybe placing the tavern next to the school is not the best option. But on the other hand, once the parents have brought their kids to school, they can go here and have a drink, which could be interesting. Yes, we need more bars. Yeah, we're going to build a tavern here. Could you just lay out a whole suburb, then put them on hold, save, doing a few at a time? I don't really know what you mean, but I guess we can just lay down a whole area and then just do some at a time. But nah, we just keep doing it like this. We'll see. I'm curious to see the school done. Beer for life. Very good, very good. Beer for life. I know I can keep most people in chat happy as long as I provide them with beer. So we'll do that. We'll just build a little bit of a fence here just to keep it for all the drunks, so they can throw up in this little alley here. That should be good. Right, let's continue our little tree adventure, because we started here, but then we still had to place the school and stuff, but now it's there. So let's keep beautifying this little part of town. So we get notified that another messenger is here, so let's see what he has to say. A messenger from Derkachi. Very nice, let's sell some charcoal. That should make us some money. There's not a lot else to sell. Anything we need to buy? No, not really. Still no chickens, so building the chicken coop really wasn't that good, but yeah, all the teachers after after school's over, the teacher will just run towards the tavern and get a few big drinks to get rid of all the negativity from the day. Well, this is just a little kid school. It's a primary school. It's not high school, so I guess it'll be okay. And of course, these are the very nice Ukrainian kids, so there won't be anyone misbehaving. It's not like they're British kids, so should be fine. Ooh, this is a nice family that came in. They really brought the whole family. Well, here comes another house. Well, they always say that you need to do something for like 10,000 hours and then you get really good at it. So these kids can just start drinking then. And then 10,000 hours later, they should be really good at it. So let's see if that works. We can just try it out now with those little kids. That should be interesting. Orilka is a junkie. Better purchase something other on the market for villagers. Oh, well, I don't care what they drink as long as they're happy with the drink. I'll provide them with what I can. We'll see. Unfortunately for us, we don't have to provide them with a drink yet. We might do that later. Let's get the school building. Still need to bring in a lot of the resources, but then it should be okay. Now, I think they're bringing the carts from here and using that to also get resources towards the school, suggesting that we really need more carts. So I'm going to find another place for a cart shop. I think we could do that right here, because we need another cart parking. Let's rotate it a bit so it's a bit straight. Yeah, there we go. I think we should fence this off just a little bit. Not too much, but just a bit. Just a simple fence like this. So that everybody knows that the cart parking is going to be right there. There we go. Let's move it up. We need more carts. I loved the Nemerov when I was there. Well, fortunately, I don't drink alcohol, so just give me a good glass of water. Maybe put a little taste to it, that's fine, but that's about it. So, no drinks for me. I have to say, I really like the nice and easy pace of the game. It's just running speed 2 all the time. Usually I just rush towards speed 3, but this is nice. It does take a bit longer, of course, for everything to develop, but we're getting there slowly. I also like the roads that are forming, really nice. Let's see, these are... What trees are these? Birch trees, I guess. Yeah, let's add some birch trees. Because we still have a lot of extra trees to plant here to keep this looking nice. Should really be an alley. Put a little bush on the corner here. Oh wow, really talking about drinks now. So I hope everybody's over 18, because otherwise don't buy a drink. I have to tell you that from the government. But of course it's your life, so do with it what you want. Alright, so there's winter time, of course. All the things on the farm are done, so let's start producing some clothing. And let's get workers in here too that can provide all the goods that we want. Apparently we had quite a few ladies available. Ooh, messenger from Merefa. There we have chickens. Let's buy 10 chickens. Deal. Let's buy some warm clothing just to keep everybody warm. I think that will be nice. Let's buy some honey since we sell that for the food variety. And that's all. We're not going to sell any flax or whatever. We're going to keep that for clothing first. Maybe later on we can sell some. We can see they're bringing in some flax. These are producing textiles now. And then these should soon be producing some normal clothing. Which of course is great, but we have to find a place to sell it. So let's go over here. Yep. Let's put all the clothing in one little piece. So clothing, shoes, warm clothing. Yep. Then we can get the warm clothing out of this one, which should be fine. Let's put a worker in here. And make here an extra place where we sell some firewood, because we should really be selling firewood, especially in winter. Smuggled a lot back. Well, I hope that's you're no longer liable for that in criminal court. Yeah, we will be able to sell some eggs, so let's put those in here already. Chicken eggs. Oh, maybe we can change this for chicken meat then, because we are already selling the firewood and we should have plenty. So that should be okay. There we go. Okay, let's now see how well we can do. We have everything. Plenty of nails, good amounts of potatoes, good amounts of buckwheat. Should soon be getting the chickens. We have all the different types of food that we want, so let's get the extra ladies in there to keep working there. Well, the primary school was quite the project. Guess they have to make it a good, nice, sturdy building in order to have a good place for the kids. Well, I have to say chickens really don't produce that much. You don't get a lot of eggs out of a full chicken coop, and you also don't get a lot of meat. So chickens basically aren't worth it. Pigs are just very, 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 very costly in terms of food, because you have to provide them with a lot of food all year round, because you can't put them in a pen or in a fallow field. So pigs are really expensive, and they also don't produce a lot. So the best options for food are cows, and you need sheep for food and for all the sheep hides and stuff to make clothing with. But pigs aren't really worth it in the game, and chicken, well, I like to have the chickens for flavor things, but it's not really that you need them because they're very costly. At least in game, so. In real life, of course, we need everything. And since we're going to build a beautiful town, we're going to get everything. Just not right now. Right now we'll do with a few chickens. Yeah, but as soon as you're up to 30, you're still not gonna make a lot of eggs. Alphabet! Nice of you to join us here. How are you? Here all is fine. Having a great time streaming, playing Ostriv, and having nice talks in chat with a lot of nice people. And now that you're here, it gets even nicer. So that's really cool. Well, the proof is in the chat now because you admitted that you smuggled it. Well, they're carrying around all the carts. Well, they're really putting effort into the school now, so that should be nice. We could educate our children and make them smart. Look at all these little building features. I like it. The graphics of this game are amazing. They're building it little piece by piece. They're really grabbing the bucket of clay and then making the walls out of it. It's so cool. This is really nice. Here comes the big roof. Well, soon all the kids will be crying because they'll have to go to school. But it's a nice building. Yeah, it is, it is. Very true, Lyreza. I like all these buildings and how they create them. They really did a good effort with all these details. Most of all the buildings have these very cool details. Some more than others. Glad to hear you're okay, Alphabet, although it doesn't sound like too enthusiastic. Hope everything's alright. Well, these are quite harsh people because it's very cold, but they still sit outside. They could also get into their house and sit in the warmth, but they like to be outside. Very strong, healthy people, I guess. Well, here comes the rest of the roofing. Putting in the big beams and then the hay can go over it, or I don't know, maybe it's a wooden roof. Who knows? Anything we need to buy? No, we don't. Alright, there it comes. Nice roof. Put the top parts on it. There it is. And yes, school is done. Let's get a teacher. Well, we have to find somebody smart enough first to be a teacher, so that might take a while. Ah, there he is. Ostriv. He's going to teach the kids. First pupil is in. That's nice. Three kids already. Well, there's a lot of kids that want to get smart. If they were smart before they went to school, while we were producing the school, they probably lit it on fire so they didn't have to go to school. Luckily, we didn't educate them before, so we could build the school. Now they get smart enough, but now it's too late. Plenty of food in there. Maybe we should up this a little bit, just to 2,000, just to get a bit more out of the farms. Otherwise, they might just get too filled up, and we can't get the next harvest in. And it could also be time for another granary soon. First get the extra cart parking, because I do want the extra carts. We really need to have extra carts at hand for all the people to use. These aren't really getting the flax and the hemp out there. Did we create that already or not? No, apparently not. Or at least not a lot. There's some flax in here. Do we have some more? No. Okay, so we did not create that much yet. Okay. We should have produced a few pieces of clothing. Yeah, we have 10 in stock. Okay, nice. That goes well. So the town is slowly taking shape. Oh, we're building this house first. I was thinking we were already building the cart shed. Yeah, it's awesome. Have you been playing Ostriv, Lyreza? Alright, let's see. Because we have farms here, we have farms here. We have the school here, the granary here. Now, it would be an idea, of course, to build housing here in the end and move the farms over. But now that they are here, we could use this little area for cows and just expand the town this way. We have to go this way anyway because the town hall is there, and then just leave this for the farmland. And we can make a little area here for some cows. That could be interesting. We have the carts here. We have the chickens. 10 livestock and 1 hatchling. And if we build cow sheds and hay dryers and things in this little area, this would really be a farm area. That could be something. Just give your guys opinions on it, and we'll take a look at it. Ah, you never play this game. Okay. Do you play other games? Maybe a game I should try out once. Have you made any paved road yet? Yeah, I did on a Twitch stream. I built a little bit of paved road, but it's quite hard to build actually. I can probably show you. Where was it again? I have to find it first. Here it is, paved road. Because you can't really make it fit in here, so you have to build it somewhat like this. See, and now it doesn't fit because it's overlapping with other exits and stuff like that. So you always get a little piece of unpaved road around it. So what we could do is build it somewhat like this. And then we'll have a little piece of paved road. But for me, this doesn't really feel like the way we should build a paved road. I would enjoy it more if I could just have a painting brush and just paint where it should be, and then they use a certain amount of tools to actually create it. But that would be way easier, because I can't get a nice curve, I can't get close to the fences and stuff. So I really don't like the paved road. So I like the idea behind that you can get paved roads. It's a really good addition. But, well, for instance, with the trees here, you immediately have a problem. So I would like some sort of a brush that I can just paint where I want the roads and use curves and stuff, and then they'll just build it or something like that. But, Prison Architect. Oh, I have a YouTube series about that. It's a very funny game. I didn't like the, what was it like? The zombie add-on, or what was it? With aliens or something like that? I don't like that. I just like it normally. But it's a very funny game, Prison Architect. It's a great game. It'll probably be in a stream in a while. Had no energy to play last week's. Oh. Well, surviving the aftermath, also a lot of fun. Should be getting back into that some point. Show all the new features and things. Let's get the extra cards now. We're creating clothing. That's good. And it's March, so they should be busy sewing. 4 kids in school. Oh, I heard the chickens there. 2 hatchlings now. Well, they are busy sewing, but we still need more workers to actually work that land. So let's start. Yeah, this whole neighborhood's still in the works. Let's get rid of the tanner and the shoemaker, because we don't have anything to tan yet. Well, one of the things I like a lot about Prison Architect is there's no way to build a perfect prison. There will always be issues, there will always be prisoners mad, there will always be murders in prison and stuff like that. So even if you try to build the perfect prison, something will always go wrong. And that's what I really like about it, because that's kind of accurate. You can't just build the perfect prison. There will always be some issue. And I enjoy that a lot about the game. Alright, let's see, because I think we need to make this area a bit more fun too. Oops, that was the wrong button. I had to hit the shift button. There we go. And let's place a bench in between. Let's make this one face the other way. We'll leave this open so they can just run across from one side to the other. And here we'll do the same. All right. Well, you're smart enough to play workers and resources. I'm not. I'm still confused by the game. It's way too complex for me at this point. Maybe later on I can really play it, but right now, not really for me. Although the graphics are very nice and the whole idea behind it is nice, it's just a bit much if you're just starting with it. I'll get working on it at some point, but Hello, Malika! Malika Korachi. Nice of you to join us here. Yes, I have Discord. It's somewhere in the description, or at least it should be. How are you, Malika? Where are you from? Alright, another house is done, but 2 people got married, so we did not get any new people. Yeah, I know Road Dog, but I'm still very much a youngster, so I'll take my time growing. I'm always a slow grower, so Took me years to get up to 1500 subscribers, so it will probably take quite a while before I get a hang of workers and resources. But I will get it at some point, so don't worry about it. With the tree removal tool, you can now remove the bushes from the forest. You mean these little items? The new planted trees. Yeah, we can. You can just go like this and then all those newly planted trees will get away, which is nice. We'll keep this area clear, but I'm also liking the fact that they plant a few new trees so that we can get some new trees. But yeah, let's keep this area clean, which is very nice. Good suggestion. I knew that, I just didn't use it. But it's a good tool to be using, especially if you don't want whole areas to be big with trees again. So thanks for the suggestion. Alright, these should be slightly bigger. I guess we still have to grow quite a bit, but once we've grown a bit more, we can slowly start to think about some bricks and get to work on a nice big square around the town hall, which should be interesting. Let's get going with this now first, so we make another little living area here, like this. Let's see, I have a small business, can you promote it? Thanks, Roadhog, thanks. Yeah, I'll work on that. I'll have to work on that, but didn't really get to it yet. But I have 2 amazing mods on my Twitch, which can expect a promotion here soon too on YouTube. But I'm not going to promote anybody's business. If you want to promote it, promote things yourself, just not in my chat. And I'm not even here just highly promoting my channel and saying that you should subscribe and things like that. That's all up to people themselves if they want to do that or not. So no self-promotion and no promotion of others. But at least I'm glad you asked. And I'll check the link in the bio because it should work. I promote good feelings. Oh, that's very good. That's what we should all do. Just make everybody happy. Alright, this farm's completely planted. This farm almost, so that's good. It's not even halfway April yet, so that went quite well. We have this whole new neighborhood. I think we should get into another well soon. Otherwise these people will get very thirsty. So let's get going with that for a bit. Let's build 2 more wells. And I'm going to stick to the same principle over and over. So right here, we'll build a little bit of fencing around the well. Just because it looks nice. And then put the bushes in there. Let's put in a lilac bush. And a guelder rose bush. Very nice. Do the same on this side. Let's see, where is it? Here's the well. We can't build both of the fences yet, but we can already build 1. So let's build a fence here. So that people won't get hit by a cart or something once they start to get some water out of this. They're removing the trees here already. Very good job. There it is. So this fence should go a bit like this. Should be able to put a bush in here too. Yes. Alright. 2 wells. Just to give some water to everybody. Sorry about that. I had a little cough, so I was trying to turn the audio off, but I also turned the game sound off. Everything should be back on now. That was just a little mistake. Yeah, we should all just be happy and satisfied and promoted. Well, I do have to say I have the nicest chat out here. It's just amazing. Everybody's always so sweet and so nice and so supportive and so kind to each other, which is amazing. I like it a lot. So everybody in here is always welcome here, since you're all so nice. Let's see. I think we should add a little bit of another corner like that we had there. So let's do another little feature like this. Plant a big tree in here. 2 bushes next to it. And then we'll have another sitting place. And the people enjoy sitting there, so that's nice. That works. They can have a little view over the water. Getting close to 100 people, which is very nice. I thought the video is in lag. Ooh, I don't know. Here it says everything is working well. Green lights. Excellent connection, YouTube tells me. So I hope everything is working out well. If not, please let me know. I can see what I can do about it. But so far here it seems to be so good as well. Alright, let's see. Do we have any eggs or something? No, that's already completely sold. 10 livestock, but 8 hatchlings now, so we get more and more hatchlings, which is good. Running brilliant. Well, that has to be about you, not about me. But I'm glad to hear that. Alright, we have 1 orchard with 1-year-old trees. We have to wait another year, and then they should be able to bear some fruit. Luckily, all these people produce some good amounts of food themselves too. That saves us a lot of food. I have to say, now that some of the trees start to get bigger, because our village is already getting a bit older, I like the look of this. This really looks like a little alley. Or a little, I don't know what it's called, a little lane with trees on the side. You can ride your carriage through here and feel very big and important, which is really cool. Put some fencing around the benches, otherwise it looks like they are in the middle of the road. Well, some of the benches are in the middle of the road, actually. I guess you mean these benches? I should put some fencing around, which is actually a good idea. I'll do that. But first, let me say hi to you, Atlan Gozozal. Very nice of you to join us here. I hope all is well. Let me see. I think it's a good idea. Let's place some fencing here. I wonder if I can... No, I can't really... I guess we can fence it off a bit like this. Then leave it open, of course. So we'll just do it something like this. And maybe then they'll put the road around it a bit more. That would be great. Yeah, this is a good idea. Very good idea, thanks. I would love to walk on that road. Yeah, this is a lovely road. Nice shade. I wish we could make flower beds in the middle here, but that's not in the game yet. But that would be great, some flower beds here, and then... I just hope they add a ton of decorations at some point. I mean, these flowers already are very nice, so if we can place them in here, that would be cool. Here we have the trees in the middle, so we can walk on both sides, but these still have to grow, so that might take some time. But I think that looks nice too. And I think a lot of people forget with this game. Look at this, if you zoom in and you just take a look at this, how lovely this looks and how well everything is built and created. I like this game so much for all the details. Very good. Ah, very nice. Yes, alles goed hier. Another Dutchie, very good. Or at least I presume another Dutchie. Ah, thanks. Nice to hear you enjoy my videos. I'll be doing more streaming on YouTube, so hopefully you can visit us more times. That's cool. Still, our town hall is sitting there in the distance all by itself, but I guess that makes the media feel important. But we'll have to do something about that later on with some row housing. Just not right now. We can see the trees are doing okay near the little charcoal piles that are burning here, so that's good. Messenger from Merefa again. No, that's fine. We don't need anything at this point. Not enough hemp or flax to start production, so we do need to get more hemp or flax out of this farm. This time we should get hemp and flax. Okay, so that's okay. We should get some hemp and flax to be used. I really hope we do. 11 hatchlings, that's cool. So you have 10 chickens, they laid 11 eggs this time. I guess usually chickens lay an egg around every 26 hours. So we should get a lot more eggs than only those 11. Because we're not getting them daily. We have some hay to spare. I guess it's time to make this area look a bit more farmy with some cow sheds. And I guess if we build the cow sheds, we can build a dairy worker here too then. To create some dairy straight away. Alright, let's build a cow shed, then make a big hay barracks in between. If we can, yes. Then build another cow shed. So at least the hay barracks are in between. So that's something. Then we need to create some fencing around it, I think. At least to fence this off so there won't be... Alright, let's create a little bit of a fence here. Then create an entrance. Just a small arch into this farming area. And then we continue the fencing for a bit. And then we can finish that later on. But at least now we have a little start for the farming area. Then let me check the dairy. It's right here. Ooh, that's a big building. Because that will be really interesting to get also here. But we also have the road here. Or the bridge and the chicken coop. So, how do you find trying to balance resources? Well, balancing resources, it's more like balancing production. So, I try to balance in such a way that I always have a little surplus of everything. So, I have a surplus of buckwheat, a surplus of potatoes and things like that. So that we... Basically, when some stuff spoils, which we can watch here, of course, when things perish, that's okay, because then we just produced so much we weren't able to use it. So the balancing act is to try and always produce a little bit more than you actually need. Not too much, because then your warehouses will run full. But, well, as I said earlier, we're now playing Speed 2 all the time, which is a very nice and easy pace to play the game. So you have plenty of time to think about, ooh, I've built 4 more houses, maybe we should get some extra food or something like that. Before I used to play a lot on Speed 3, and then sometimes you just develop so fast that you forget to build extra housing and things like that. Now, of course, I've also played with a lot of houses without gardens before, which makes it a bit harder to get all the food. As we can see already, they still have food they produced last year, some fruits. These still have carrots, so it makes it a lot easier to provide for their food needs if they produce their own food on their field. So yeah, I guess the hardest part now will be getting all the resources for the clothing industry, but that will come in handy slowly too. But I like it this way. In this pace, we're doing nice, and it's fun this way, and it makes it easier for me to balance all the resources. So, but it's a very well balanced game. You don't need a lot of skill or something like that to be able to get all the needs of your people fulfilled. So that's good. All right, let me see, because the cart shed is here, which is not in the most ideal place. But I have an idea. We'll just build another small arch here. So we create 2 openings for this area. I'll just create it and then I'll show it. Something like this. Yeah, we have to make sure that it's an opening there. All right. So I want to create a whole separate area here with the for the cow sheds and the dairy. That's what we're trying to do right now. I'm not happy with this though. I have to get rid of this one too, or at least I want to. If I can click it, apparently there it is. Very good. Let's get rid of this little piece too. Maybe I should run the fence just straight down here like this. For this little piece. I like it when some areas are fenced off, so that should be interesting. Let's build the dairy now. And I want to place it facing this way a bit, but it should be a little bit more right here, I think. Yes. So let's continue the fencing now. Too long. Okay, we'll just build it here first and then attach it to this one. Yeah, this is it. So now we have a completely separate area for the cows and the dairy. And this is the entrance to this farm and also to this area of town. So that's nice. Then we can think of what to place here. So that should be interesting. I'm going to build another big hay barracks in this area too, if we can. But it's uneven terrain. That makes it quite hard. Yeah, I don't think it'll fit in here. Oh, that's unfortunate. But luckily we are already building one. And maybe we can just build small hay barracks here. That's also nice. I like how they look. So this should be an interesting area. Yeah, I enjoyed this game, this type of gameplay a lot. Just playing it slow and easy, taking time to think about it, giving you time, your people time to respond to what you see me building. So there should be a natural road forming here once all these buildings get done. That should be interesting. Ah, the tavern's getting constructed now, so everybody should be happy soon with some drinks. So hopefully that works out well. Did not buy any alcohol yet, but we can do that later on. Maybe we need to buy some iron. Yeah, I was just thinking that we were slowly running out of iron, so let's buy a bit more. New family is settling in town. We passed 100 people, 110 already. Economy-wise, we're doing pretty stable. We're having 2,300 coins for a while now, so that does look good. I do have to get used to the little slower building pace. Sometimes I just want to speed up and get a building done. But yeah, I like this pace. It's July now, so soon we should see the ripening time. And after that we should get a lot of food in. Now this is still a lot of buckwheat in here, and we can see that it luckily has quite a bit of space left. But maybe we should build an extra granary somewhere to just store some of the excess food that we have at this point. Although we don't have that many potatoes, only 2,000, but we do have quite a few buckwheat pieces to spare. Yeah, there'll be alcohol soon. You can all be happy. Let's see. Still plenty of room here for expansion, so that's good. Can't wait to build a square here with the special row corner house. That will be so nice. I mean, look at this. If we can just build all around the city hall in a square or something like that. Or we could make this little blocks of 4 houses only square, only the corner housing. Or maybe little blocks with 1 or 2 normal row houses in between, and then just create a block. That should also be very nice. Oh, you can handle 2 beer. I know you can. 17 hatchlings. They take their sweet time growing up. Still 10 full-grown chickens, so none of these chickens already grew up completely. Oh, he'll be able to drink it. Question is, can he keep his screen clean, or is it just... does he have to laugh again, spitting it out all over the screen? That's the big question. Just don't spray it over your €600 keyboard. That would be a waste. Oh, ripening is going on, and then we should finally get a good harvest again. We have a lot of ladies looking for a job, so they can be the laborers working in the field soon. That should be good. But it's hard. You can do it. 5 kids in school. Very nice. Let's make those kids smart. We still have warm clothing. We have some iron. We have honey. Happy with that. Now let's take a look at this little area. There's not a lot that we can do in this little area. I mean, we could build a house there or something, but I don't really want to. It just looks very nice. So maybe we should put like a little gazebo here, so the people can actually just sit in it and have a little look over the water. Yeah, we're going to place a gazebo here. And then I guess we should just add some trees to this. Let's put in some cherry trees. I like those little trees. This should be more of a natural area with some trees. So some cherry trees. Put a few ash trees around. Maybe. Yeah, this is good. Then some apple trees. Have to put bushes in the middle. This is to be some sort of a little nature area where they can just walk and have fun. Alright, so we have some nature in town. How are the new orchards doing? Well, that's taking some time. This one is 1-year-old trees. This one still has 0-year-old trees. So in about a year and a half, no, hopefully in a year, these will start to bear some fruit, but they have to be at least 2 years old to bear fruit. I guess these are planted in the right season, so they should be able to. This will at least take another 2 years before they will bear fruit. But then we can get the fruits out of them and store that in here. So we could already tell them to store some apricots in here at a certain point. So at least it's prepared for it, but it will take some time. But it'll be a nice addition, and fruit's always good for the people, so that should be well worth it. Let's see, the tavern. Let's take a look at the building of the tavern. Guess it has to be quite a strong, sturdy building with all the drunks in it, so They should place a very well put down building. There we go. Looks nice. Should be plenty of room for a big bar in here. We don't have alcohol yet. Luckily, we don't need that straight away, so that's the good news. And we only need the tavern to get like past 300 or 400 people. So we're still not there yet. Plenty of time to get some alcohol in town. One of the best ways to get alcohol is to build the water trader so that we can send boats over, because most of those towns have alcohol. There they go. Putting up all the big beams. Then they should start to work on the roofing. Oh, they should probably build the walls first. That might be a good idea. There they go. Setting up the clay walls. Very nice. I can look at this for hours. I guess a lot of people could just sit outside on the bench watching these guys build the tavern with a beer in their hands. Enjoying a little cold drink, watching other people work very hard on a tavern. There it comes, nice big chimney to keep the place warm. There comes the first beams for the roof. Let's put some thatch on it soon. Well, all the other workers left. He's just working by himself now. Look at this. Even these nice beams to strengthen the whole structure are in there. So they really thought of that too when creating this building. These graphics are so good. And we can even see the pile of wood slowly getting smaller and smaller. More and more wood gets taken out. And then soon, yeah, there should soon disappear. Putting in the final pieces. I love seeing people work. So you would probably be the guy in the orange jacket, where all the people in the yellow jackets are working, and the guy in the orange jacket is just watching them work. Here comes the roofing. Very nice, even these little small windows in there, very cool. Especially for little pay, yeah, that's true. Alright, the last pieces, there we go. Even creating the front here, how look at cool that is. And there we have it, our little tavern. Not enough alcohol, you need at least 200 population, so nobody will live there, but at least it's placed and it's in the right position. I guess we have to create a few bushes here. Otherwise people won't have anywhere to throw up in once they get out of the tavern, so let's create some bushes here. Have to think of everything when you design a town. And put up a bench here for the ladies that are waiting for their husbands to finally come out. So there we go. Tavern area ready. I like it. Alright, finally we get to the shoemaker and the tannery. Not that we need those yet, but so yeah, I'm still going to move them away because we don't need them yet. They'll be needed for later. Let's get a few extra houses, get the first cow shed up, and a big hay barracks, so we can start to fill that up with hay. I guess that's one of the things that we need to build here, some hay dryers, because we don't have a lot of those yet. Let's see. 4 hay dryers. That'll be good. Messenger from Merefa is visiting. Still have plenty of warm clothing. We don't really have anything to sell yet, but that's fine. Ah, okay, Lyreza. Well, good luck with your assignment. Hope everything goes well. Thanks for being here. Hope to see you another time. It was nice of you to join us and to talk in chat. So, take care. See you next time. Bye-bye. Let's plant some trees next to this little bridge to make it look nice. Ooh, bringing in a good harvest of potatoes. We now have 4,500 potatoes. That's nice. That's a good amount. How far along are we on the farms? It's September. They've already harvested quite a few fields. That's where the extra people that we have come in handy, because this farm is already completely harvested. And it's only September, so they did it within a month, because they start half August. So that's very good. Glad we have those extra hands available for the quick harvest. And yeah, these are hiring a lot of people too, so that's good. I guess one of the buildings we could try and create now is the construction office, so that we can construct more buildings. Question, of course, is where to place it. If we place it somewhere here, then they will have to make a very long walk before they can go to work. So maybe we should place it somewhere here. Because this will be the area where we'll be doing a lot of building soon. So I think we should place it somewhere here, but I have an idea. We need more housing soon anyway. So let's continue with the housing right now. And then one of those buildings will be the construction office. What's the biggest building you can do? Well, the biggest building in terms of size, sheer size, I guess, is the trader. That's the in size the biggest building. But if we take a look at the different, well, the orchard's pretty big, of course, because the orchard is attached to it. The brewery is quite large. I mean, it's quite a nice building. But the rest, yeah, this one is okay sized. The church, of course, in terms of resources, the church is actually quite costly. It'll cost you 32,000 wood, 600 nails and things like that. So, yeah, those are, I guess, among the biggest buildings. The town hall isn't even that big. But the trader is, in terms of just amount of size that it uses on the map, the trader is the biggest building, I guess. Alright, we were going to construct a house, so let's get going with that. We'll build a house right here. Like this. Is this a little bit straight? Yes, it is. Then we'll do a row of 3, I think. Or at least I'll try to make a row of 3. And then in one of these, there will be the construction office. So on this side, we'll build 3 houses like this. And then on the other side, we'll just create one set of fencing and not a real house and put the construction office in there. Alright, we'll just do it like this. Then continue. 2 more houses. One more. Yes. And now we built another piece of fencing here. Oh, we can't do that yet because we can't attach it to anything, but let's see. If we just turn this around the right way, we can see that if we place it here, it should be fine. And then we have a construction office. So it'd just be integrated in town, but at least we have the construction office then, and we can use that for extra builders. Hello, Okodelgene. I have no idea. I probably totally butchered your name. I'm very sorry about that. Please let me know what I need to call you. But very nice of you to be here. I hope everything is alright with you, that you're doing good. And feel free to talk in chat. But feel very welcome. Alright, we're going to build the big hay barracks now, so we can finally store some hay in advance of the cows coming soon. Now it's also starting to get into winter time, so there won't be a lot of hay coming in, I guess. Oh, we have some hay here to spare already soon. Very good. That should be quite nice. Yeah, we still have plenty of stuff to go around. Question is where to make it go around to. Now we have this little area here where people can buy their stuff, which is nice for all of these people, but these are slowly starting to get further away from that anyway, so maybe we should build another granary area here too with some sales. We also need to keep this in mind. I really don't like this road, by the way. So I think we should start to plan out maybe soon a little bit of the row houses around this or something like that, and then see what we can do with it. Ah, finally the hay barracks are good. So they're already putting in hay now. That works. I like that. Messenger from Merefa coming in. We don't need anything. Ah, finally our chickens are starting to grow up. We now have 16 chickens that are grown up. Very good. They can lay eggs. There's no jobs available, and that's why we're not getting new people in. We have a house available. Let's put in an extra worker there. Should be plenty of places where we can put extra workers in so that we have jobs available. Let's just do that straight away because I want all jobs fulfilled, of course. And I want more people in town. Why not? Well, this should help out. Yes, it does. Hello, this is Stanislavson. I guess you've been around for a bit because you got the question. Nice of you to join us here. Very cool. Hope all is well. Yeah, the biggest in terms of amount of resources it uses is, I think, the church. I think that's true. Because it uses a lot of resources. Yeah, these are all not using that much. Slaughterhouse, no. Well, the brewery uses more resources, so does the distillery. The brewery almost uses the same amount of wood, it uses double the amount of stones, and it uses almost 7,000 bricks and lime and clay. So the brewery is also a very big building in terms of resource usage. Saltworks uses the same amount of wood and even more stone. And it's also quite big. Yeah, I think the saltworks is also quite big. So yeah, there are quite a few big buildings around. Yeah, the church uses 32,000 wood, 1,200 stone. Oh, it's time to get the trading docks, by the way. To make sure that we can get the drinks once we have to. Uneven terrain. Uneven terrain. Yeah, I was afraid of that. There's not a lot of space here for a trading dock. We can place it right here. Guess this would be good. Let's build the trading dock there. Will take some time before we get to it in the queue anyway. I'm not going to put any more buildings in the queue right now. We'll just have to wait until this part of town develops. Look at this. I even like the detailing in the hay barracks, that you can slowly see it fill up. 1900 hay stored now, that's good. We're not using any yet, but as soon as we get the cows in the cow sheds, we will, so that's good. Getting some extra people in again, that should help out. I'm stealing your street decoration idea. Oh, you can steal anything, it's not my property. I have two different layouts right now. We have this one. You can see it best here. Just have trees on both sides, and then people can walk in the middle. I can't really zoom in any further, so you can't really see it any better. I'll try and take a look from this side, because then the map lowers a bit. So it looks like this. And I have this one with the trees in the middle, but these trees still have to grow, so they're not fully sized yet. I steal all his ideas. Oh, well. Maybe you should not steal all my ideas, because I don't only have good ideas. So this is another one with the houses in the middle, or the houses with the trees in the middle. Here, of course, we have the little well area that I created now. Here we have a little back alley that I also have. It's not used a lot because, well, we can see there's no road there, but I have seen people use it, so that's nice. And I've also created this little area where people can sit now. You can see this one has a big tree already. This one still has a small tree. This still has to grow. But at least people now have a nice area where they can sit and look over the water. We've planted some trees here just to make it look a bit greener. And I believe I already designed another street too. Yeah, right here. Here we have another street design. It is with the trees in the middle, but also some benches facing both ways. So we have different types of street. And of course, Jon, nice of you to join us here. Nice of you to see you. I hope all is well. Let's see, charcoal. Yeah, let's sell some charcoal. That's fine. We have plenty. We even have some clothing. Oh, we don't have clothing to spare yet, but at least we are producing clothing. Not shoes yet. Rilka. Yeah, we don't have any of that. We do need some extra iron to keep the nails coming in. Let's see, what do we have? 10,000 buckwheat. That's good. We have 4,500 potatoes. That's good. We have some warm clothing. All right. We still have some hemp and flax for clothing production. We have 2,000 flour. Oh, I'm pretty happy. We still have weed. Hi, Hakon. Nice of you to join us. How are you today? Well, I've played quite a lot of benches, so I guess I should be feeling a very high being right now. But yeah, it always makes me happy when I can place benches so people can sit. And I love the fact that they actually use them and relax on them. I have to say I'm pretty proud of this little area around the granary. I really like this a lot. Places for them to sit, some nice trees. Very nice looking market stalls with all the different decorations. I really like this. I'm going to build another one of these soon on another part of town. Oh, that's totally fine. It's totally fine. People who want to chat are always free to chat. And it's really appreciated. It's very nice. But if people just watch around or listen to it or whatever, that's also totally fine. I know there are people that put on my streams or rewatch my streams just to fall asleep because of my boring voice. That's also totally fine. People should do whatever they want. I don't mind. Let's take a look at our chickens. I love the fact that there's even small chickens running around. We do get more and more big chickens now. We have 20. Very good. Let's hope we really get some food and eggs out of that now. That's be very nice. I'm just fine. Your building is just great. Oh, thank you so much. Don't make me blush. We have to thank the developer for creating such a fun and nice game. All I do is try and play around with what he created. Ah, look at the tavern. We can already see the ladies sitting outside waiting for their drunk husbands to come out so they can grab them by the ears and bring them home so that they get to the right house. Very interesting. Well, you enjoy the swimming fish, Roadhog. Just don't throw up in my bushes. One more thing before I go off. Can we see the graveyard? Yes, we can. It's in this little corner this time. It's only I've created it very small because, well, sadly, for this one person, but we only lost one so far. But this is to be expanded, of course, on both sides. There should be a big alley right here later on, and then on both sides there should be the graves until we fill this area up completely. But for now it's very small. We're only at it for 4 years, almost 5, and just one old person died. So yeah, this is it, a nice and quiet place for people to go. We've created a little bench here so they can sit and contemplate and grieve and things like that. So yeah, I thought it would be nice to create a little area. I think we have to decorate this, by the way, but just a nice area of some sort of natural burial site, something like that. Let's sell some more charcoal. This game and Workers and Resources are my favorites all time. Well, then you should start talking to Roadhog, because Workers and Resources is his favorite game of all time. So, and I still can't get into it. It's way too complex for me. I'm still trying to learn. Once I get good enough at it, I can stream it, but that might take some time. And, well, the Stanislavson, very nice of you to join us here. We can see you another time again. But yeah, this is the graveyard, so I hope you like it. Now we have to decorate this area a bit. I was thinking about putting up a few trees and bushes there. I think we should go with maple trees. Let's see. Let's just place a few trees here and put some bushes in the middle so that people can have a nice and easy time sitting here watching this and not be interrupted with other people around. I do like the fact that we can build bushes close to each other. I mean, of course we can't with trees, but we can build bushes close to each other. Alright, so this side should soon be off, so nobody will be staring at you once people are there. We'll do this one another time. Well, thanks for being here, the Stanislavson. Really nice. Hope to see you again. And of course, next time feel free to share your ideas about this game. Ah, we have the construction office. I totally forgot about it. Let's put some men in there so we can get the buildings done extra quickly. Oh, there's 3 guys already willing to work. That's very good. We're going to build the cow shed now. I like that. We can immediately see the extra workers coming in. So that should be done even faster. And then we can try and buy some cows, which would be nice. And, oh well, just for those of you wondering, I am thinking about just totally switching streaming to YouTube. Because, well, it gets busier and busier here all the time, which is very nice. So, I might just switch over soon and just do all my streams on YouTube. It's always easier for me too, because then I don't have to switch between all the settings on my streaming program every time I switch from YouTube to Twitch and the other way around. Alright, let's see. Just a little bit of roofing. And the cow shed is done. It is ready. Very good. Well, they can hire ladies. We should set this up to 500. Even more in there, so that's all. Let's do it like this. Let's put in 2 ladies so they can start to gather the goods. And then hopefully soon we can start to get a few cows. That would be nice. 2,300 hay. That's a good amount. Now these need water. That's something that we forgot. We need to place a well here. Or, oh, they have the platform here, so we don't really have to do that. Alright, that's good. Well, from what I've seen from Workers and Resources, it's a very great game. It's just so much to really get into, but I will at some point. But the graphics are amazing, and if I watch other YouTubers play it, it looks amazing, and they make it seem very easy and cool, but it's just a lot of work for me. Alright, the storage is full. Yeah, we have quite a bit of flour. These are all 1 year old now. Alright, let's plan ahead. We have houses here, now we have houses here now. So it's time for another area with a granary. Now we need to fill up this whole area. And here we have this. Alright, so I have a question for you guys in chat. And then I want you guys' opinion on it. So what should we do with the row houses? We could either go for a little square around the town hall. So just make it a closed off square with some arch row houses so people can get in. That's one idea that we could do. We could also make little blocks of housing. So we build one house right here, one house on the other side, and then build 2 corner houses on this side, 2 corner houses on that, maybe put one in between, so we get these little corners of 9 housing with a little yard in the middle where we can plant a few trees or something like that. That's a whole different idea. We could even do both, maybe. I'm leaning a bit towards creating these nice little closed off areas with just 4 corner houses and some houses in between, and not really build a big square around the village center, because we've done that before. But I want your opinion. So should I build a big square around the town hall, or should we just make little squares with the row houses next to each other, so it, I don't know, maybe a little bit of the Paris feel around it? What should I do? As I start buying some more warm clothing in this winter. Build a square from the sides from the town hall. Blocks with shop next to them. Well, we can build the shops in them, of course, because there's row houses with shops in them, which is really easy. So we don't really have to build the shops. Make it part of the square. Oh boy, now I don't think I really get what you mean. Make them into a kind of street. I think a square will take up too much room. Well, a big square will take up a lot of room. What we could do is a little bit like the Paris building style. Or, I don't know, maybe Barcelona or something like that. I'll just show you guys what I mean. So what I could do is maybe build this right here. Then next to it, we do a normal row house or one with an arch or whatever. We'll see. Like this. Then we'll do another corner piece. But rotate it like this. I have to place it somewhat straight, of course, like this. And then we can build another row house with a store in it, like this. And then we can do another corner piece again. Like this. And then we can completely finish this little piece. So we'll have like 6, 7, 8 houses in one square. And here we can do another little square and then another little square. The roads will be in the middle and around it, of course. We can create some trees and stuff in the middle. And because there will be a house with an arch, they can get in there. So we can see people sitting there on the bench and stuff like that. That's a little bit my idea that I have. I will do another one here and maybe one here. So then we get these nice little squared off areas. Or we could just build one long street with them, of course. Something like that. There's all these different ideas, but I'd just like to hear your guys' opinion, what you would think you would do. I think a square all around the town center will be quite big. That's a lot of housing at one place. Let's see. Ah, this is now completely filled up. That's good. We still have a house available, so people can come in and live there. They're building the second cow shed now. That's very nice. Then the dairy will come up. We still don't need the tanner and the shoemaker. Yeah, they should build this, then a few more houses. And then I think I'll have to tear this apart, of course, because we have to redo this, but it's one of the ideas that I have. That would look okay. What about using 2 houses between the corners to just make them a little... Yeah, that's one of the things I was thinking about. I mean, I could also make this like 1 corner house, then 2 or 3 houses, and then another corner house. There's all these different options. We could also just slowly try. So we'll just start with a corner house on one side, maybe even a corner house on the other side, and then build a house next to it. So we get a little start of a street, and then we can just slowly see how we can progress. Start left and right from the town hall. So we could basically do this and on this side and then work towards town. Or maybe just move this whole area over to this side and then start working towards town. It would also be nice if we could leave this open, like a very big square or alley area. Maybe make a little park out of it. That could also be something. Alright, I'm going to demolish this now because we get the idea, of course. So that's good. Let's see, I have an idea. Let's start by fencing off the town hall. I think we should do that anyway. Let's get a little bit of a top view so we can see if we do it a bit straight or not. I think it should be somewhat like this. Because I guess the town hall should be a building in its own right, because it is the town hall. Something like this. And let's put a arch in front. Just this very big arch, I guess. Something like this. And then there should be a little street in front of it. But then I think it would be nice if we would also fence this off and create a little park here. With entrances all around, of course. A little bit like this. Yeah, let's get rid of this one and start the other way around. So, oops, no. I wish we could have some stone fencing. Like little stone walls. Alright, we'll go like this, then we'll go all the way down here, but now we'll have to see where the town is actually, so that we can really see that we're building towards the town. In something that should be a little bit straight. Yeah, something is cooking inside my head, but we should make this really big. So this should really be like a park, but now we have no entrance on this side. So this is not good. This is not good. Should make this a bit smaller. Or we just create entrances on both sides and you can't get in from the sides. That could also be something, because then we see some nice road forming inside. That could also be something. Let's just try it out. We can always change it up later anyway. Alright, this seems to be quite straight. Let's see, a messenger from Derkachi. We can get some cows there. Let's buy 10 cows and 2 bulls so that we can split them over the 2 cow sheds. 2 by 2. 1 bull and 5 cows. Alright, let's make a deal. Let's buy all of that. Now we should get people in the other one too to get the hay and the other stuff. So let's apply to all, apply to all. Let's get 2 workers in here so they should be gathering all the goods before the cows come in, of course, but that should be fine. And we can continue with this for a bit. Let's build another small arch here somewhere. Or maybe we have to change things up a bit every now and then. We'll build 2 arches on this side, like this. Just for the fun of it. Alright, so this should be a big park area. And maybe we can also put the school in here. And then the church will be on a completely different area, I think. Because we can't fit both in here, I think. Because then it would just be the church area. Could also be the church area, but I'm not sure. I don't think that should work out. I think we need some nature in town right now. Ooh, this... I thought this was kind of straight, but apparently it isn't. Oh well, that's okay. We should not make everything completely straight. I don't think the school should go in here either. This is just a park area. I'm not going to fill it up yet. I have to do a little bit more thinking about it, but this should be just a big park for people to enjoy. In the front of the town hall. And then maybe we can do the church on a whole other area or next to it with the primary school, something like that. We'll see, we'll see. Getting more and more houses done, by the way, and a lot of the queue went out. So we're doing good on that front. Alright, so these are filled up now, so we soon get the cows, then they can go into the pastures. Yeah, we're getting some ideas, but oh well. We'll see how far we can get. We have to invest a bit in nature anyway, so that's a good thing. It's also time to use the mark trees for removal one to get rid of all the small trees, because we still don't want these areas to completely fill up with trees, because we want them clear anyway. Might also be time to get another forester a little bit closer to some more trees, because we don't have a lot of trees left here. Now it gets a bit hard to see now that the snow is coming. As soon as or snow is melting, as soon as the snow is away, we can see it all better. But I'm happy to be having some ideas. The thing with this always is that when I start, I don't really have those ideas. You just have to play around with it a bit and just try, and then all of a sudden the ideas come in. And I guess a lot of people have that. They think, oh well, I'm not creative enough for this. I'm also not, but when you just start playing around and trying a few things, then the ideas will come. You should just try it. Alright, these are working the fields already. Trying to sow in. These hire a lot of people, that's good. That means that we have those people available. No livestock in yet, so they're still on the way. I wonder if we can see the cows come in somewhere. Yeah, there they come. A nice row of cows with a farmer that brings them. You just have to spread them around evenly. Look at these nice cows. It's like they're marching. They all have the same footstep. The marching cows are walking in. There they go. Into the little cow shed, and then they should be going to their pasture. You have to take a little detour through all the gates. There they are inside, and now they should soon be going outside into a pasture. Well, this gives me time to switch over a bull and 5 cows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now they should both get 5 cows and a bull. After they've relocated, of course. And then hopefully soon they get in the fields. And we can slowly start to think about getting some cow meat, some hides, things like that. We have some eggs now, that's nice. Are we actually selling them? Yes, we are. Very good. We're not producing enough to actually put it in the granary, but that might be something for later. All the trees are still 1 year old, although these should be turning too soon. These are quite busy with the livestock. Ah, now they're changing it out. Now all the cows are in here. These are going into the pasture. I guess we need to put an extra worker in here to help out with putting in all the food and water and getting the cows into pasture. These are nicely in the pasture now, helping to regain all its fertility. There the other ones go. Ah, they'll have to do a little bit of walking, get to a field here. Ah, this is a wheat field. This is a fallow field, so they should be getting in here. There they are. Also nicely in a field. Perfect. These are now hiring people too. So soon both farms should be done. Alright, question. We have this little park area, but we also need another place for people to buy food. I could place a few market stalls in here and build the granary next to it on this side or this side, so that it's not in the same place as the park, but there is a granary close by where they can get their food and we get the extra food storage as well. So should I build the market stalls in the park or on one side of the park and then leave the rest for a big park? I think we can do that. Should be okay. So maybe we could go for a little market in here. In the corners, that always looks nice. Start off with 2 stalls. Put some bushes behind it. Should not copy everything. So we should put a big tree behind this one because it just looks nice. Let's get cherry trees at the entrance. Alright, so here we have a little market. I'm not going to put too many market stalls here, just for the basic food. So apricots, buckwheat, potatoes and flour. And here we just get the basic clothing needs and firewood. Then we provide everything and we save as much space as we can for the park area that we want to make. I do think we need to put a gazebo in somewhere for people to be sitting around in. Right there. And then I'm going to give it some thought on how I want to fill this up. We'll see. I guess we should place a well in here too, but what I also like, or what we also can do, is just fence this area off. I have an idea. So let's create a separate market area. Just a little bit like this. Let's not make it too big, so we'll do it like this. We'll just create 2 entrances to it. One on this side. Where are we going? Here. One on this side. So it is a separate area now. This is the market area and the rest is the park. And hopefully this gives me enough space to actually fit in a well here too. Yes, very good. So this is a very efficient market area. And then we still have room for the park. Alright, interesting. It's a start. It's a work in progress. I'm not going to finish it this time because sometimes I get another idea over a good night's sleep. Look at all these people sitting here in front of the tavern. They're really enjoying themselves here. I hope these guys have outside service so these people can get a drink. It would be great if they would add little, what's it called? Not decorations, little animations where you can see people actually drinking or having fun or I don't know. It's all a bit static now, so people either walk or sit or do something. But it would be nice if people sit here and you can actually see them have a drink or read a newspaper or whatever, things like that. I would very much like that they would just sit here and read, or that you can see them actually talking to each other. Those little animations. Maybe it's a little bit too much to ask, I don't know, but I think I would like that. 5 cows and a bull, 5 cows and a bull. Perfect. Should take about a few months before we can get the first newborns, but after that, that should be nice. The dairy is ready, and they are producing the first pieces of milk, so we should get the dairy working as well. Let's say that they can house 1,000 milk. Then we should be seeing the first cheese and other products. Butter, cheese, and smetana. Or smetana, I'm not sure what's the right pronunciation. But at least we can get those. Since it's very close, we don't need to store it in the granary. They can just go there and grab it, so that's fine. Let's sell some charcoal. Let's buy some iron. Just to make sure that we keep having enough. And that's about it. Alright, that looks good. And ooh, yeah, we're already producing butter and cheese. And especially cheese is very good because it will keep the milk good for longer. So I like that. These trees are really big now. Can't wait for the others to actually get to full size so we can really see how that area looks. Here the trees are really big now too. Does give a better feel to town if you see these big trees and things like that. New family settling in town. We should get a manager in here and 2 workers for the trading dock so we can start to import goods via water, which will be nice. New family settling in town. Ooh, that's a nice family. Plenty of workers. Finishing the last house, then the tanner, and then we get to this area already. Alright, looks nice. This one is completely filled up. Still only getting 9 eggs right now. Yeah, it does. It does actually make the town feel alive. That's the right way to put it. Ah, these trees are now 2 years old, so hopefully we can get some nice harvest out of that soon. Well, town's developing nicely and really naturally growing slowly, so that's nice. But the bad news is it's been over 2 hours of streaming already, and it's time for me to start putting an end to it, so we can do some more next time. And I have to go downstairs, prepare everything before we go to bed, and wait until wifey comes home. So thank you all so much for being here. Thanks you all for giving me such a nice time, being so nice in chat and all of that. It's amazing. I had a lot of fun, and not just with the game, but also interacting with all of you. So thanks so much. I hope to see you all another time. Friday will be another Twitch stream, but it could well be, but I'll announce that, of course, that starting from Sunday, all streams will be on YouTube. And but I'm not 100% sure yet, so I'll let you guys know. I wish you all a great rest of the week. Have a good night's sleep once you go to bed. And then, of course, I hope to see you all next time. Take care, stay healthy. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.